Hello guys, I hope everyone is doing fantastic. It's time for a different kind of video here in my channel. This is not about the stores, but I live in the Orlando area, so I go to the parks a lot, but I usually go just for a couple of hours and then I come back home. But because of spring break, I had my nieces over, so we went to the parks. And since they are not annual pass holders, we wanted to get as much as we could from each ticket. That means spending the whole day at the parks. So I was packing my bag for a whole day at the parks, and I thought, you know what? I keep receiving questions about what should I bring for this, or makeup or hair things or different things, and I decided to show you what I pack for a whole day at the parks. I have a pretty good idea of what you need or what you might need. Obviously, your life is different than mine. Our preferences are different. Our needs are different. So some of these things may not apply to you. But I think that even if you are a pro at coming at the parks, this video can help us, maybe like a checklist when you're packing, because when we're packing, we're so excited that it's very easy to forget things. So hopefully this is a good video for everyone. So I'm gonna start by showing you a couple of things that are not really something that it's in my bag. So this is kind of like what's in my bag Disney edition. This is not in the bag, but I think it's a very important for everyone to know. Please make sure that you are packing to wear comfortable clothing and shoes at the park. We all want to look good, we all want to be fashionable, trendy, all those things. I understand it, but if you're going to spend the whole day at the parks, you don't want to be in pain. So tip number one, old shoes. I know you always get cute shoes and you want to wear them at the parks and things like that, but the old ones, yes, these are dirty, they look good, they shouldn't be in camera, but it's important. Do not, and I repeat, do not wear your brand new shoes to the parks. You need the shoes that you have been wearing for a while, that are old, that have been broken into, that already like fit perfect, that don't rub anywhere, that are already soft on the edges, you know, things like that. Also, wear socks. I think that's very important, because if you don't, your shoes, even the old ones, are gonna start rubbing in areas where it's gonna get painful. So socks are very important. I do not recommend flip-flops for a whole day at the parks. I know a lot of people do it, but I always see people with like red marks and irritation and things like that, because flip-flops are really not that great for a whole day of walking. I know that some people spend their lives wearing flip-flops, and you think like, oh, I mean, I'm always walking with flip-flops, so it's gonna be okay. But it's very different. The amount of walking is like professional amount of walking, and your feet are gonna have a lot of blisters if you are not wearing socks. And flip-flops, I mean, you have been warned. I don't know, but you do you. I recommend that you wear a backpack, that you take a backpack. I think this is the best kind of bag for the parks. Not necessarily this one, but just a backpack. Now, the second best option is a crossbody bag, but the most important thing is to be hands-free. So these beauties, like handbags, no. Arm bags, they look good, but no. Crossbody or backpack. Again, backpack is choice number one, I think, for myself. And I think that if you talk to most people that go to the parks a lot, everyone will agree that a backpack is a must. All right, now, what to look for in a backpack? I think the pockets. The pockets on the sides are very important to me. I'm not saying that if you already have a backpack and it doesn't have that, then you can't use it, that you have to go get a new one. No. But if you're looking for one, then try to get one with the pockets. Why? Because this is important. water bottles. So yes, they do sell water at the parks, of course, but A, it's very expensive. B, it's very hot here, and you're not always going to drink the entire bottle of water once you buy it, so you might want to like put it in here. So I always take this kind, and I always take it with water, of course. This kind of bottles keep your water cold for hours, so it's really good. But then when I'm out of it, I buy a new bottle of water, I immediately put it in here so that it keeps cold, and I drink it out from here. You can get bottles like this everywhere and online, and there are some brands that are better than others. They also have them at the parks. So I mean, right now it's not about recommending which one, I'm just saying this is a really good idea. The plastic ones are not so great because they don't keep your drinks cold. So this is a good idea. So that means, and even if you don't have this, even if you want to just get the bottles at the park, you need somewhere to put them, and this is great. Now, sure, you can put them inside. So if you don't have these pockets, like I said, you can just put them inside. But I think this is just a better way to access them quicker, and also to protect whatever you have inside in case you have like clothing or electronics or anything. Just a better way to make sure that you're not damaging anything. All right, let's go into the front pocket first. And this is really what I brought to the park with me. So I was going with my daughter as well. And the first thing, sunglasses. I mean, I don't know how some people walk around the parks without them, but for me, they're an absolute must. I need these. But guys, also make sure that you're taking some for your kids. I can't tell you how many times I've seen kids in strollers and the parents are pushing the strollers. Obviously, you're not seeing your kids at that point. Parents are wearing their sunglasses and the kids are sitting there in the strollers going like this. And I don't want to make anyone feel like a bad parent. Like, that's something that could happen to anyone, including myself. But just because I've been on the other side and I see those kids, now I know, like, oh, I need these for my daughter. Now, these are very cheap. I get them from Target. I think they're $1 or $3 each, and they have them all the time or most of the year at that like dollar corner. So they always have different designs. They're super cute, very affordable. So make sure that you grab some for your kids for your next trip. Do not forget. All right, then, oh, the magic bands. You don't need to have magic bands, but if you have them, don't forget to take them, of course. Now, my daughter always wears them to go into the parks, but because we're not doing the lightning lane right now, because I mean, why pay for that when we live here and we're annual pass holders? But if you are going to participate in that, then this is a really good idea. These were great for me when fast passes existed. Oh, I miss them so much. But for now, I mean, for the time being, I'm only using them to go into the park, and that's it. So my daughter will wear them for a little bit, and then it bothers her and she gives it back to me, so they end up in the backpack. All right, we all know how important hand sanitizer is, and I always hang one here. Now, you can hang your hand sanitizer anywhere you want, or even put it inside the bag, but I do recommend that you put it here. This is what I do because it's a lot easier when I'm carrying this, and then just like it's easier to have access to it as soon as I step out of a ride or after I pay for something or something like that. But I also like to carry these. Now, this package looks a bit rough right now because I have been using it a lot, but this one has alcohol. I'm not endorsing this brand or any other one, but wipes are really good, even if just like baby wipes. But things can get messy there, especially if you have kids. If you are buying at the booths at Epcot during the festival, or I don't know, any other place, like any snacks that you're buying. I love wipes. I think they are also a must at the parks. Sure, you can go to the restroom and wash your hands, but sometimes you just need something like right there. So I like those. They serve for both purposes. Now, I take a chapstick. That's just me. It's a personal thing. Not everyone needs it, but I need it every day. I use it every day. Now, medication. Of course, if you or your family need any sort of medication, then you have to take it with you. In my case, it's my asthma inhaler. It always comes with me. Now, all the Disney parks have like a nurse station where you can go if you need anything, but I don't know if they will give you anything that's prescription. I know that I've been there with my daughter when she had a fever, so they tested her because obviously I wasn't carrying a thermometer, and they tested. They realized that she indeed had a little bit of a fever, and they gave her something for that. They have like pain relief things. They have I think they gave my niece or nephew something for the cough, I think, but it's kind of like over-the-counter medication. Now, they may have stronger things like prescription stuff, I don't know, but I recommend that you take yours. So I was carrying this guy, and I was also carrying, let me get them out, some like cough drops because I felt like I needed them. My throat has been giving me a bit of trouble, and I think it's due to allergies, but I don't know. I mean, cough drops are a good idea always. All right, now, this is not something I took with me, but it brings me to a good point. So my daughter fell in love with this penny, with the pressed pennies. Let me see if I can show you this one. Mickey and Minnie kissing. And if you want this one, it is in Japan, in Epcot. But that brings me to a good point. Not all the machines will take credit cards. They say they do, but we had trouble because I was trying to pay with a credit card and it said error, what did it say? Machine not taking credit cards or something like that. So we needed cash. So they take $1 bills. They don't give you cash back. So just make sure that you take dollar bills if that's something that you were interested in doing. Some machines, very few of them, but some of them still require the 2 quarters and 1 penny system. But if you don't have that, if you're not taking that, you just take it to the nearest like register and ask the cast member, and they will break that bill for you and give you change so you can do that. That's what we did because one of my nieces wanted one of the pressed pennies from France, and there you go. I can tell you now, the ones in France require the 2 quarters and a penny. All right, so let's move on. What else do I have here? Oh, this is something I love, and I'm always carrying these. But again, it's not a need. It's not something that I can say that everyone needs to have that, but maybe everyone can benefit from that. I always carry things for my hair. So in this case, I have a few like elastics and this like clippy thingy. Whatever it is that you like, just take one, even if you don't think you're gonna use it. I actually had a bigger elastic, ended up using it yesterday, so it's not here anymore. Obviously I have a card holder. I try to condense things when I'm going to the parks and not take the big wallet just because I want the space for other things. Now that's it. That's all I have in the front pocket, so let's go into the bigger one. I was carrying my ears because I always put my ears on when I get to the park. I don't drive with them or anything, so I always put them in my backpack when I'm on my way out. Some people prefer hats, so I have one here just as an example in case you'd rather do that. All right, now, during the summertime, it rains every day here in Florida. It's like a 3 p.m. thing. We have a date with the rain at 3 p.m. every day. But Even if it's not raining, it's a really good idea to carry this guy. Because, let me tell you, I knew yesterday that it was not going to be raining, but it was going to be very sunny and very hot. And this is great for when you have to stand in line outside. We used it. Other people saw us using it as we were standing in line for Frozen, and they tried to take their umbrellas out as well. And yeah, you need to cover from the sun. You need to. So this is great. Now, some people for the rain prefer ponchos, and I don't know what kind of rain you guys get where you live at, but here it rains sideways. It's crazy. So even if you have your umbrella, you're gonna get water from the sides. So that's why a lot of people prefer those. They do sell them at the parks. Sometimes they run out of them, but they usually have them. It's just that they're gonna be more expensive. So if you have a chance to buy them before you get to the parks, that's a really good idea, something to carry with you. I do carry it with me sometimes. Like I said, I don't have them here just because I knew it wasn't gonna rain. It was more like to protect us from the sun. And speaking of the sun, sunblock, very important. So we do use it before leaving the house, but then I also take it with me because Florida is very humid. So you're gonna be sweating a lot, and that means that you need to reapply this guy. So that's very important. If you need a separate one for the face, then you know, you have to do whatever you need to do. I also have a spare change of clothes for my daughter, and I put it inside a Ziploc bag because some rides splash water. So like splash at you, so you can get wet and your bag's gonna get wet and things like that. Now, because we sweat so much and it's so hot at the parks, I personally like to take a little deodorant when I'm going to be spending the whole day. So I get these from the travel section at Walmart or Target, and these are the ones that I like to carry. Obviously you can carry the big ones if that's what you prefer, but you know, that's really up to you. Something that I also like to take with me is this little bag, a little bag with lots of things inside. So I carry this little dooney, and one of the things that I carry in here is wait, I forgot that I put another one inside because the other day I needed less things. I needed only a few things from this bigger one. So I took this one, which by the way, it's from Vera Bradley, the Sensational 6 collection. So what I was going to show you is inside this little one actually. So let me open this. All right. So when I'm spending the whole day at the parks, I like to take this kind of wipes. But again, if you are taking baby wipes, those would work just as well. But I just have these for when I'm going by myself. Even if it's just for a couple of hours, I like to take them. And if I have been sweating a lot and I feel like I'm stinky, then I will clean my underarms with that and then apply deodorant. I know, TMI, but hey, that might help some people out there, right? Now, I have big eyes, and because of that, I get things in my eyes a lot. Like, I kid you not, I've had flies fly into my eyes. So I always need drops. I always need eye drops. And these are the ones that I like. And I just carry them with me every single day of my life. I don't use them every day of my life, but I carry them just because, you know, I need them. All right, I don't think that this is something that you need to carry, but since I'm showing you what I carry, I have a spare key for my car because you never know what can happen to the other one. You don't want to leave the park really late at night and realize like, oh, I lost my keys. Like, I want to have the spare one there just in case. This next thing, let me just put some things back in here. This next thing is incredibly important. Like, this is something that everyone should take, and it's Band-Aids. Yes, they are a must. You're not gonna use them on every trip, but you need to take them on every single trip, because the day you need them, you're gonna be very sorry that you don't have them. These are, I mean, obviously you can use them if you cut yourself, but that's not the real reason why I think everyone needs to have them. It's just in case your shoes are rubbing the wrong way on your feet and you're starting to feel that irritation, you're starting to feel like a blister is coming on. This is the only way you can keep walking, when you protect the skin with that. So there you go. Another thing that I think it has to go on everybody's must list. Another thing that I like to take is just compact powder. I don't wear a lot of makeup to the parks, and I don't like to take makeup with me to the parks, but I do think that a mirror is very important, so I always take this. And I do like to have the option, I guess, to tone down the shine if I feel like I need to. To be honest, I typically don't pay that much attention to that, but I think it's a good idea to have a mirror. I mean, for me, remember I just told you that I get a lot of things inside my eyes, so I do need to be able to see where I'm putting those drops in. So a mirror is a must for me. Now, for women, obviously, you know, if it's close to a certain time of the month, you might want to take a few things with you. And I always carry something here just in case. And then this other guy. And this. Don't be confused by the brand. This is also for men. I know that this brand is something we usually see as like, you know, like women having trouble, having some problems. But this is a chafing relief powder gel, and this is amazing. So if you get thigh rub, for example, this is an absolute must. I love this. I put it on before leaving the house, but if I'm spending the whole day at the parks, I always take this guy with me. Now, this is not only for that, this can help also if there's a spot on your feet where your shoes are rubbing, you can try this. But then also for when you're wearing backpacks, depending on what you're wearing, if you're wearing like a tank top or something like that, the strap here in this area can start to rub as you keep walking, and then this is fantastic for that. Other times we wear, I don't know, like clothes that may have like sequins here on the front, and then your arms are rubbing as you're walking, or the strap has a little something, or something on your bra. Like, there's many reasons why you might need something like this. So this is really good. This is not the only brand that does a product like this, so you can just Google that. There's a few others, but I do think that the gel type, or like the creamy type, is a lot better than the ones that look like a stick, kind of like a deodorant ones, because I have tried those and I feel like those you need to like kind of like heat up first. I mean, not that you have to put them in the microwave or anything like that, but it's just like you have to put them against your skin and kind of wait for your skin to like kind of warm it up a little bit so it like glides smoothly. Does it make sense what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just I prefer the creamy ones or the gel ones even more. I especially like that this one is clear, so I don't know why that's important, but I just like that one. And I also think that it's very important nowadays to bring a power pack. Now I have mine in this cute little bag that one of you actually gifted me. One of my subscribers, she's from New Orleans, and she gave me this one, and it's perfect for my power bank. So now I have this guy and my cable, and I take this so that I can recharge my phone if I need to. Throughout the day. We are using our phones so much when we're at the parks because everyone's taking pictures, taking videos, sharing it with the world, posting it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is that you're doing. That consumes a lot of battery. Also, if we're using the Disney app, which everyone uses. If you don't have it and you're coming to the parks, I strongly recommend that you get it so that you can see the wait times, and it's a really good tool to organize your day, to help you see where should you go first. So that means that you're using your battery constantly, so a battery pack is a really good idea to have with you. Now the power bank also comes in very handy for this next thing that I carry with me, and it's a fan. This one is rechargeable. It has 3 different speeds, which is great. Honestly, I kind of only use the strongest one because Florida. But you can get these online, Amazon, eBay, like everywhere, and some of them are cheaper than others, but I absolutely recommend this kind, the ones that look like this. They are very good. Now I also take with me, this is the only one that I have, I need to get more, but I also take with me a couple of fans for, well, like I said, I was going with family, so I wanted to have something for everyone, and we use them so much. It was such a good idea. If you're at Epcot, they do sell fans like this in China and Japan, but they're gonna be very expensive. I think you can get these. These were gifted to me. I think I got this one from a wedding. One of my cousins got married in a city that is very hot, so they had them for all the guests, and so this one holds special memory. I don't really know how I got this one. I just feel like somebody gave it to me, but I can't remember why. But anyway, they have them at the Dollar Tree. I've seen them. And the other ones, like something very similar to these, I've seen, I think, Walgreens, maybe Walmart, but you can get them online, and I do recommend them. I see a lot of people wearing the ones that have 2 here on the sides. They're like a neck thing that have 2 of the fans here on the sides, and I really want to try those. So I might buy that one for myself for the next time, and then I'll let you know what I think about that one. And is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, no. There's a little pocket inside here that it's very important. So this is what I have. And this other pocket, and it's masks. Now, masks are not mandatory to go into the parks or to be at the stores, but they are mandatory for if you want to use any of their transportation systems. This is my daughter's one. Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, those are really important to take with you. If you're gonna take the monorail, you're gonna need them. If you're gonna take the bus, you're gonna need them. So those are things that you still need to bring with you to the parks. And that's it. Now I think we're done. I think that's it for all the things that I think that are a must. There may be others that you consider a must that I don't even have here, because these are my must. But if you do have any other suggestions, I would really appreciate it if you can leave them in the comments below for other people who are watching this video, so that they can read the comments, and then there might be something there that, I don't know, maybe somebody thinks that a nail file is something that you need to carry with you. So just drop it in the comments, and then other people can see that and feel like, oh yes, I find myself constantly needing that, so I'm gonna put it in my checklist as well. And then we can all help each other out, which is the whole idea of this big Disney family, I think, right? And I am finally gonna let you go. I know I've been talking a lot and it's probably time to end the video. Thank you so much for everything, for all the love, for the subscribers, for watching my videos. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you did, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!